Hey, this is Mike at OnPoint. In this very short video, we're going to walk through why we here at OnPoint chose Dexter Chaney as the software company with their Spectrum product to recommend to our many construction clients that we've had the honor to serve over the last 25 years. So here we go. Reason number one, easy to get to. To demo this, I'm going to pull my mouse over here and sign out for a moment. And you'll see that I'm actually in a browser. I happen to be in Firefox. I could be in Firefox. I could be in Explorer. I could be in Chrome. Heck, I could be on a Mac and I could be in Safari. Anywhere in the world that you've got internet access or data access, you can get to your Spectrum data. So easy to get to. So from here, I will log in with my user ID. And we come to the Spectrum dashboard. Reason number two, easy to use. To get started, I'm going to get a little bit more real estate. I'm actually on a Surface Pro 3, so as with any handheld device or tablet, you want to maximize real estate. So I'm going to drag my mouse over and click on these three ellipse buttons and just widen out my screen a little bit. So we come into Spectrum, we come into the dashboard. The idea here is you're focusing on actionable items that drive you to the work tasks that you need to do. So for instance, maybe my goal today is to get my my billings up to date. So you can see now, if I go over to my underbilled jobs, that this HS 1912 is quite old. That's actually very old. I haven't billed that in quite a while. So, you know, you're used to seeing these kinds of desktop reports with drill down. We've all seen those on a lot of software applications. This one's a little bit different. When I click on that particular job, it actually takes me, and I'm going to hit the tab key, into the related workflow. So it's taking me into my draw request. Likewise, if I want to pop back over to my desktop, maybe I want to work on my project log. So I'll go over to my job GS 1910. I can see I've got 12 overdue items. I've got 31 total open items. Well, I'm going to try to take off at lunch today to go fishing, so I'm just going to work on my overdue items. I click on that. Spectrum is smart enough not only to take me into my log, but to take me to those specific overdue items. So that demos getting into a specific area based on your BI here, telling you where you need to focus some of your attention. Alternatively, if I want to focus on a job and work the entire job, I can come over here to my jobs and go down to Talbot Professional Center. Now what we tried to do here was have one screen that project managers or operations can navigate from as you're working on this job. Over on the right-hand side, in this screen on the right, we've got on the upper left-hand side, we've got contract and profit and over-under information. Key information for owners and execs. To the right, we've got cash flow. Instantly, who's paying for this job? Below that, cost and hours. And yes, we drilled down to detail there. Oh, and yes, we drilled down to the images of time cards and even employee, or rather vendor invoices. The Dexter Chaney document imaging system was built by Dexter Chaney. It's prevalent throughout the software. No third-party apps there. Below that, we've got contract information. Key information for contract and change management control. And to the right of that, billing and AR information. So key information at a high level. You know what I just love about this, and I swear I wouldn't go into detail here, but you know what I just love about this is, let's just say we wanted to look at earned revenue. When I click on that hyperlink, me as a CFO background, what I'm very interested in is margin slide. Well, check this job out. We've actually got negative margin slide, a double negative. I guess that makes sense, but I can see instantly over the period of time what the margin has been and how it's been adjusted. And yes, if I click on those, it will actually take me to my projections, and I can see notes on why the projection went up or went down. Very cool. Let's pop over to job analysis and let's get to project managers and to ops. What we tried to do here was make it one with a maximum of 2 clicks away for a project manager or a PMA, project manager assistant, to get into the various things you need to do on your job. So for instance, on this information bar, which is a key component of Spectrum, we've got job progress, job analysis, contract status. Yes, you can actually get into your project log from this screen. How cool is that? You can get into compliance tracking. And you can get into your online plan room. Project managers, you can get into your costs. You might want to see cost activity or history throughout the life of your project. Or maybe you just want to get into materials and you want to see what's going on there. From materials, you can see a listing of the purchase orders with key information there. You can actually raise a new PO or requisition from inventory from this screen. And yes, you can do subcontract management from here. So you get a nice subcontract summary from here. And you'll notice on the left-hand side of the screen on our our information bar, when I click on subcontract, for instance, I have things like vendor and things like subcontract popping up. The information bar is aware of where you are in the software, and it's popping open screens so that it makes your work as easy as possible and you have as few mouse clicks as possible. Yes, PMs, yes, operations, you can avoid that menu dance where you're hopping around software that looks like accounting. Also, to point out on the information bar, you've got your revenue area for contract change management. You've got your T&M billing. Pop on down here to documentation, whether it's notes on your job or other documentation or images. You can make your entries here, and then a whole variety of reports. So as I pop back over to this job analysis screen, I think it's pretty apparent that we've made it as easy as possible for project managers and operations to get to anything they want to know about their jobs from one central screen. One click, maybe 2 clicks away. Reason number 3, lower cost of ownership. Because we're browser-based, we have an absolute zero footprint on the workstations at your business. Now, for those construction companies who've been in this tier of software over the last 10, 20 years, that idea of zero footprint, that's something we've never even considered. But yes, there is zero install on your computers. Like I said before, you could even run this off a Mac. So the initial install, upgrades, major upgrades, there's absolutely no consideration with your workstations. Additionally, when we do apps, and oh yes, we do have apps, well, we're already on the browser, so we don't have any middleware interpreting information for the app, interpreting information rather for your handheld device. All we have to worry about is sizing the screen. So for initial deployment and future development and future apps, we have much less to worry about than the competitors do. Again, all leading to much less or much lower cost of ownership. Reason number 4, last but definitely not least, is the company. Dexter Chaney has been around a long time, more than 30 years. The principals, the owners actually work at the company still and have a very active role in management, day-to-day operations, the roadmap. John Chaney did my interview 2-3 years ago. So in summary, here at OnPoint, in 2011, we came to the conclusion that we needed to be on the hunt for next-gen software to recommend to our many construction clients across the U.S. We surveyed a lot of companies, asked a lot of questions, and after about 18 months, we chose Dexter Chaney, and luckily they chose us. So we offer Dexter Chaney in our territory to as an option, as a solution to those companies that are ready to go to next-generation software, and more than likely the very last ERP that they're going to have to buy. We've got a whole lot to tell you. There's a whole lot to show you in the demos, and we would love to share with you what we're so excited about. So please don't hesitate to call us. We're at 877-213-3860, 877-213-3860. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.